Yo, what's up? So anyway, today and yesterday we've been having this discussion in the Discord chat, which by the way everyone should join. Link is below that like and subscribe button. But yeah, so we were talking about the following thing. It was basically the conversation started with why do people keep relapsing to porn when they're doing all the right things in their lives? Okay, so when you're doing all the habits that self-improvement teaches you to do, meditation, going to the gym and exercising, eating clean, you're doing all these things. Why do people keep relapsing? And I think the conclusion that kind of like, not the conclusion that we came to, what I was kind of saying in that conversation, and this is no disrespect to anyone in the conversation, by the way, was that the reason why people keep relapsing, regardless of what their lives are like, is because they lack any sort of purpose or any sort of bigger picture image inside of their lives. And we were just talking about this. It's this whole kind of thing of like, I don't know, man, like nofap isn't that important. And people, the problem with the nofap community is that there's two sides of it. On the one hand, you begin being completely brainwashed by porn. And this obviously is deeply problematic because it's a destructive habit that is slowly physically destroying your life, okay? But on the other hand of it, you can get to the point where you become so brainwashed by the idea of nofap that it's doing as much damage to you as being addicted to porn in the first place. Because what happens is people get this kind of idea in their brains that nofap is the solution. They decide that their entire goal and mission in life at this point in time is nofap and is getting a 90-day streak in nofap without realizing that that is almost entirely and completely meaningless unless you're doing something bigger. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, it's kind of a two-part thing. Number one is that if you're not doing something larger than nofap itself, you will struggle so hard to actually complete this nofap challenge or whatever. And number two, staying so focused on just nofap isn't a tangible achievement in any way. And I mean, people talk about this whole thing of flatlining. Okay, flatlining is not some biochemical bullshit where your brain is like, and flatlines off in the distance, right? Flatlining is because you're living the same life as you were before nofap, just without nofap. So of course you're going to be depressed after the initial motivation of nofap dies down because you're still not doing anything with your life. And I mean, this is the most crucial part to, I keep wanting to say completing, I don't know what the right word is, but to like being successful on nofap is having something bigger than yourself. Is having a purpose. I don't know, it's like this. If you are a fucking loser and you have an 180-day nofap streak, you are a loser with an 180-day nofap streak. The streak isn't doing anything, but nofap has brainwashed you to believe that having a long streak gives you an excuse. That is the perfect word. It's an excuse, having a long nofap streak, to live a shit life in every other regard. It's the excuse to say, I can play video games tonight, I can do whatever I want, but I can't fap. I can't relapse. And that is where your problems begin, because porn is probably one of the smallest problems in your life. Sure, it's a problem, but if you're living a life where you are consistently fapping, then I would beg to argue there's a bigger issue. And I mean, that is the thing, is nofap is not porn is not the cause of your depression. Let's put it that way, because I believe it's probably true in a lot of cases. Nofap is symptomatic of it. Porn is symptomatic of it. It's a symptom of a purposeless, meaningless life. It is a symptom of being a fucking loser. And this is kind of one of those things which is quite mean. And I hope it's the kick in the back that a lot of people need, because it's a conversation that I was having on Discord, and I'm assuming that if we're on there in that little microcosm, it will expand out into a wider array of people and more people will be able to relate to this. But basically, you need to be finding a larger purpose in your life. So that's what you need to do now. And that's what we need to do now. And we need to talk about this, and we need to journal on this, and we need to find that larger purpose. Not only because it's going to help you with your nofap streak, but because it's going to make nofap seem so fucking pointless that you'll wonder why you were ever interested in that shit in the first place. Because the be all and end all is, I would rather be a highly successful, motivated person with a purpose, with a happy family, with all of this stuff, who watched porn once a week, than a fucking loser with an 180-day nofap streak. And that is just the end of it. I'm sorry, like, you need to get that out of your mind as well, is that nofap has also brainwashed you to believe it is the be all and end all, and that is an excuse to do whatever else you want. And I sound a bit angry, but maybe I am. Because, I think that is a very toxic part of this community, is the excuse it gives to a lot of people. So we were talking about this, and we came up with some questions to journal on. Okay, and I want everyone to do this, and you've got to fucking do this. So get a piece of paper out and a pen right now. Pause the video. Cool. And I want you to write down these questions, and when the video ends, answer them. And you can put them in the comments if you want, and I can reply to them. Or you can join the Discord and stick them in there, and I'll reply to them over there. But yeah, so this is the first question. What makes you happy? So think about it. When were the times you were happiest in your life? What are the things you're doing when you're happiest in your life? Are you with certain people? Are you doing certain things? Are you, what is it? Happiness though as well. I'm not talking pleasure. I'm not saying I feel good when I do this. I'm saying happiness. Okay? When do you feel genuine contentment? When do you smile from whatever it is, ear to ear? When do you really love life? Is it at the gym? Is it when you're meditating? Is it with your family? What are the things that you're doing that you love in your life? Okay, answer that. Number 2, what do you consider a successful life? Who are the role models you look at as successful? Is it your dad? Is it the Buddha? Is it a philosopher? Who are the people that you see as successful, and why do you assign success to them? I want you to answer those 2 things. So, why? Are they successful because they have a lot of money? Are they successful because they're happy? Are they successful because they have a good family unit? Are they successful because they influence people? Why do you find these people successful? Number 3, where are you at the moment in your life? Are you at school? Are you at university? And wherever you are you A, trying as hard as you can in that thing? Are you giving it your full effort? Are you knuckling down completely and entirely into that? If you're at school, are you doing all the work you need to be doing? If you're at university, you're doing all the work you need to be doing. If you're at work, are you doing all the work you need to be doing? And B, is that thing aligned towards number 2, which was your idea of success? Is the degree you're doing right now, is the school you're doing aligned? In those 2 cases, it most likely will be. And so, C, I guess, you need to then be trying wholeheartedly and fully in those things. So what can you do to knuckle down properly with that? Where's the discipline there? And number 4, the last question on the list, was what actions can you take to come closer to your idea of success in number 2? So what tangible things can you do right now that are going to bring you closer to that idea of success? Is it starting a YouTube channel? Is it working out? Is it, I don't know, is it working harder inside of your university, inside of your school, inside of your job? Is it quitting your job? Is it finding a new job? Is it moving in with your parents? What are the tangible things you can do to achieve, take a step closer towards your idea of success in number 2? So those are the things that we need to be answering. So I can put the old book away. And once you've answered those, I basically want you to set out a plan and say, okay, so now I've got my idea of success. I know where I want to be. I know what makes me happy. I know these things in my life. So realistically now, what I need to be doing to be happy, to be successful, to have purpose, is to follow those things with discipline, because that is what I want. You need to think, do I want to be living a life where I'm doing the bare minimum, where I'm scraping by, where I'm doing fuck all, where I'm doing things that I don't enjoy, where I'm sitting there and doing things that I've not written down on my point number 1 as things that I find happy? Is watching YouTube your answer to question 1? Is playing video games your answer to question 1? Is watching Netflix the answer to question 1? I doubt it. I hope not. And if not, then why are you doing those things? Why aren't you doing the things that you did write down as your answers? Question number 2. This thing that you've pinpointed as success, are you working towards it? Do you want that? Or do you want to be living the life that you're living right now, which is purposeless, meaningless, and without that idea of success? If not, start doing it. This is the thing, and it sounds really wishy-washy, but this is one life, and you do need to be doing every single thing you can be doing to achieve what you want in it, because it is fucking leaving you quickly, and the more you fuck up now, the quicker it will leave you. So you need to start basically acting the fuck up, and that's the thing, is you need to really pick up, well, your life, man. And that's basically what this video was about. It was this whole thing of nofap has fucking brainwashed you to believe that you can live a bog standard meaningless life but be successful because of nofap. And that is the biggest criminal thing that the nofap community has done, because it teaches young people to believe that success is purely based off of their nofap streak. And I'm sorry, but it isn't. So, I don't know, man. And this might have come across really bad. And I'm nowhere near there myself. I'll caveat all that with that. So together, we need to properly start doing this. You need to answer those questions. You need to put them in the comments, put them in the Discord, and then genuinely start working towards those things. We had the routine in the other video, the last nofap video I made. I gave everyone a routine. In the productivity slots, that's where you need to be working on these goals. And I mean, that is your current, you need basically to have a purpose in life, because if you don't have purpose, then you don't have anything. So yeah, thank you for watching. Drop a comment, drop a like, drop a subscribe, please. It helps out the channel a lot. And join the Discord, links in the description, where we talk about all this kind of good stuff. See you in the next video.